Christopher Moltisanti's marksmanship is one of the show's most consistent, if unlikely, character traits. He struggles with sobriety, loyalty, and basic adulthood, but when it comes to shooting, he's almost always precise, as if it's second nature. The show gives us plenty of examples. He lands a headshot on Sean with his first bullet, even though Sean is half hidden behind a car door and Christopher is already wounded, firing back in a panic. He hits a Viper while leaning out of a moving car, shooting one-handed under heavy fire, while the other shooter, using a textbook stance, misses every shot. His ability to switch hands, shooting left-handed despite an injury, then switching to the right when needed, makes it seem like he's either ambidextrous or just immune to stress. No matter the reason, he's always calm and accurate, even when most people would be lucky to just fire the gun. The show keeps building on this. He shoots the bill of a swordfish display across the room without aiming, as if it's a party trick. He takes out JT with a headshot while drunk, suggesting that alcohol doesn't slow him down. It just puts him in the right mindset. He shoots someone in the foot when humiliation is the goal, not death. During a card game robbery, he survives the chaos, seems to outdraw a shotgun, and still lands a headshot. Impressive if you take it as realistic, and telling if you see it as choreography. Most other gunfights in the series follow TV logic: shoot at the center of the body, miss a lot, or shoot someone up close for a dramatic effect. Naturally, fans come up with theories. His prominent nose is joked about as an iron sight, a crosshair, a wind gauge, or a counterweight, an all-purpose tool. The joke works because the writing encourages it. Christopher's accuracy is so over the top that viewers look for reasons. From a rural upbringing and informal training to obsessive practice, driven by insecurity. One way to see it is that he's anxious about being respected, so he focuses on the one skill that gets instant respect, hitting his target when it counts. Another idea is that Tony, who does his own dirty work despite being the boss, learned from Paulie and passed those habits down, making Christopher a good shooter through expectation and repetition, not discipline. Occasional hints about rural practice, shooting cans away from prying eyes, fit this story, whether the show says it outright or not. But sometimes, the show lets the illusion slip. In some scenes, the shooter pushes the gun forward in anticipation of recoil, a mistake that usually ruins accuracy and shows inexperience. Seeing blank casings on the ground is a reminder that this is stage violence, not a real gunfight, and when Christopher misses, like when he can't hit the fleeing man in the Pine Barrens, it feels less like realism and more like a reminder that even plot armor has limits when the story needs tension or comedy. The main point is that the show uses marksmanship as a shortcut for character, not as a skill with real-world consistency. Christopher is a mess, but he's given the skills of a pro shooter whenever the story needs it. In ambushes, getaways, or sudden executions, he's suddenly decisive. Stress doesn't make him freeze, it makes him more accurate. That's what sets him apart. He can shoot well even when tired, hurt, under fire, distracted, or drunk. In real life, that would take serious training under pressure. Here, it just takes a script. Paulie, meanwhile, is also a strong fighter, though he doesn't get much credit. He stands up to tough opponents, fights well even when at a disadvantage, and lands a headshot during the same card game chaos. He does well in other fights too, even when not at his best. Theories about his background, maybe military service or just street smarts, don't guarantee he's a great shot, but they fit the theme. Competence is used by the writers when it suits the story. In the end, the answer is simple. Christopher is a Deadeye because the show wants him to be, and because the contrast is entertaining. A reckless, self-destructive character who becomes perfectly skilled with a gun is exactly the kind of contradiction that makes prestige TV interesting. Whether it's obsessive practice, mentorship, rural shooting, instinct, or just cowboyitis, the real reason is clear. The show isn't trying to make him realistic, just effective. Subscribe for more video.